What's up, guys? Matt here, getting ready to watch the 6th episode of the 5th season of Fargo. Last we saw, we had like almost a Lorraine masterclass. Lorraine was absolutely fantastic, shutting people down left and right. Roy also, I don't know, man. Roy needs to really step up his game. I'm gonna be honest. He is sort of by proxy being a bum, if that makes sense, where he has these smart ideas or these plans, and then he just sends bums to do it, and the bums fail. So he needs to fucking, put his ass on the front lines if he expects shit to get done. So, and then also Dot obviously has left Scotty at Indira's house. I don't know about that. I hope that is expanded upon. I didn't really agree with that decision by Indira, but I'm excited to see a Dot go full fucking Rambo mode. I'll tell you what, because she, unlike Roy, goes to the front lines immediately. She's gonna handle shit. Okay, so I'm excited to see that. But if you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. I've got the Flying 3 action up on Patreon. And if you guys like the content I put out on the channel, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. Let's get right into the episode. Thought that said the tender strap. That is very different. That's a very different thing right there.
Judge won't like that, not at all.
Gonna blackmail them so they aren't forced into the deal.
What the fuck, Roy? You can't do this shit anymore, Roy.
Just doing it for fun.
So you know what happens?
Assert his power over him.
Death is that everything comes into focus. Are you focused, Vivian? You're not gonna sell your bank to that woman.
Lion?
That's the one. Negotiate, you're not even gonna return her calls.
Why? Wait.
Just listen to him. He's fucking insane.
Foreclose on some homes. Sell raffle tickets, I don't care. But that woman gets nothing. We're clear? I want you to do a little dance.
This guy is a fucking sicko.
I'm just kidding. Nobody wants to see that.
I don't think he's kidding. I think he likes to fucking exert his power over people. I gotta be honest though, I know I mentioned in the first episode, I do miss the last season's little opening cards. I feel like they were a lot more interesting than the red on black.
Thank you. And please make sure to give this call 5 stars on the next survey.
Well, give us some Wit too. What is up with? I thought Wit would have been a much more important character than he has been thus far.
So you could take her to the park or what? Wait, what did you say?
I said I want a wife.
One who supports me and da-da-da-da-da.
No. A wife. Someone to keep the house clean and cook.
I cook.
That makes him fucking money.
Takes care of me when I'm sick and doesn't complain about it. Who wants to know how my day
What a fucking... This shit pisses me off. Men like this. Not men. People like this. Deadbeat partners.
I support you.
Oh, emotionally, I'm saying. A wife who builds my confidence. Who everything revolves around me.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I want a little slave who only cares about me and puts me before their own well-being.
My needs so I can grow and be the best. Okay?
You're so much better than this fucking goober. Move on.
Who comes to the club for the socials and doesn't talk about what's a felony or what's a misdemeanor, but trades recipes, right? With the other wives. Who claps when I win and rubs
You
my
don't
back.
win. You've never won in your life.
No. I want a wife who takes care of my other needs. My man needs. When I feel like it. And doesn't say she's tired or that her back hurts.
I'm so angry, I'm almost dizzy. This guy's like an evil fucking supervillain.
The point is, I am tired of feeling like I gotta be everything around here. All the time. The man and the wife.
What? What are you talking about? Is this the most delusional character in the history of fiction?
We are $192,000 in debt.
In that, a wife who is not reminding me all the time about negative.
This guy is a genuinely a 2-year-old. Oh, this poor fucking guy. Hey, you know what? Honestly, he gets what he deserves. Being such an asshole.
You got the wrong guy.
Maybe I take it back.
My phone call, but they never thought I'd release it, so they were gonna be okay.
Donald? The 2-time?
Gets my goat. You're hounding that poor man day and night.
Oh, this poor woman. She probably doesn't even fucking believe half the shit she's saying. She's just trying to make it so that she's like a beat dog, like all the other fucking women near him.
Lowest prices in town, and I ain't lying. Hi, I'm Wayne Lyon at Lyon Motors, and I'm gonna get you behind.
Yeah, bigger, better, badder than you.
Boy,
Shit.
honey,
Woman.
I am so sorry. I don't know what happened. Hold on, let me just...
Those are my mother's napkins. What happened, Karen, is you got all caught up in things that don't concern you, and you lost sight of the job at hand.
In front of your fucking kid, too? Kids,
Better to do than sit here watch TV like a couple of welfare queens.
Girls, come on. Come on, your daddy's right. It's time to get to your lessons.
That's how it works. That's how it works. The husband gets mad from work, okay? Takes it out on the wife gets mad, takes it out on the kids go out and take it out on other people.
Crying like a little girl.
He's pissed, I'll tell you that. Called me a few names I haven't heard since grade school.
I hope that Roy fucking beats the britches off this kid.
Well, he had a pretty good shock at the house, you know? Finger in the old light socket. Sometimes that scrambles a brain to hear those stories, right?
You were there. How do you confuse these guys?
Understand? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Oh, who's this then? Oh, King of the Idiot Brigade, eh? Let me tell you what I told these other two morons. You kidnapped the wrong chump.
Oh, he's fucking done. He's gonna shoot him right in the head.
Oh, Jesus.
He's an dude. He can't die. That is awesome.
I thought this one was supposed to stay in the car.
Yeah.
So you're a leptard too.
How are we supposed to get her back now? You killed her leverage.
You killed our leverage.
I was
Bunch of fucking bums.
That's his fuck up.
In the room, this guy. Name was on the door. Don't know what else.
See?
She's a tiger.
Salesman in his house on Halloween. Said you got a good look at him.
I lied.
It was dark, okay? And on fire. And
It was dark and on fire. That's not how it makes. That's not how it works.
Somewhere out there, there's an upside-down horseshoe with your name on
I'm
it.
just off my game is all.
You don't have a game.
All-state quarterback, crack shot, knocking all the pins down.
You don't have a game, bro.
That's your boy.
This is prime 2013 Anthony Bennett. There was never a game.
Alright, I think I know where you got that thorn in your paw. Get the car.
Where are we going?
To pay the boogeyman.
Yeah. Now hold on. Wait a minute. Dude, so you're up against two tigers. Give the fucking one tiger the money. Give him more to face the tiger.
The male of the species is called ballerino.
What do you mean she's not my wife?
No, she's your wife.
But also, she isn't.
Don't you understand?
I'm sorry.
See, she was married previously
Still married, some would say, under the law.
to another man.
Dude, these guys are like good cop, bad cop, but they're both incompetent good cops.
Posing?
It's a classic scam. You find a gravestone in a cemetery, somebody who died young, and you take over their identity, social security number, etc.
We think this fella, the original, maybe also
Dude, these guys are insane.
and came after her, your wife, that he took her that first night last week, okay? And then when she escaped, he came back for her on Halloween, maybe burning your house down in the process. And now she's fled.
He looks like his entire world, which has been, is flipped upside down.
She was supposed to visit me today.
I haven't seen her. Oh, are they gonna not? They're not gonna show Dot this episode, maybe, or maybe right at the end. So you're getting all prepared.
Solve it with a bullet, not.
It's the smart move. They're already so deep in the hole.
Here's your money, please lift the curse. I don't think so.
We tried killing him. Now we're bailing water out of a sinking boat. The election's a week away, and we're still balls deep on righting old wrongs with Nadine. Our dicks.
Thought we were gonna wait till after the election for Nadine.
We need to take luck out of
What
the
happened to
equation.
that?
Period. End of story.
Oh my god, it looks like a fucking pentagram or some shit.
Let me see your hands.
Fucking asshole.
It's not a win. We're calling a draw.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
It's no kickback.
Kiri has done a fucking phenomenal job playing this loser of a character, yet with such immense confidence, but also knowing that he is incompetent.
In the market for a bull. There's a science to it, they tell me, but I prefer to go on instinct. Worked for my father and his father before him.
We have business.
Christ, look at the cock on that monster.
What is wrong with you?
Is meat.
You don't talk much, I like that.
A man has only so many words in his lifetime.
Yeah, a really fucking long lifetime. He's probably said every word in human existence.
That woman's like a tick. Can't crush her, can't pull her out clean.
Burn it.
Suffocation is the key. Or fire. If I had a nickel for every time she found the daylight when I thought I had her buried. Never had a problem before or since breaking a woman, but that one, she...
Breaking a woman. What a fucking despicable.
When a man digs a grave, he has to feel it. Otherwise, it's just a hole.
Hey. He's spitting. Now, here's the... Do we think that Dot is on Munch level? That I don't know about. I think Munch is probably stronger, but I feel like Munch will turn on or side with Dot. Maybe. That'd be my prediction right now.
A boy complains because he thinks the world is unfair. He cries to his mother when the toy breaks so the knee is skinned.
Fuck that. You're the one who's gonna be crying.
Yeah, okay, buddy. He's so... Dude, Munch is so fucking weird.
A man knows better. The things that happen, happen. Who lives, who dies. You don't yell at the boulder for being a rock.
You want the last word? Here it is. I'll see you soon, asshole.
You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit. Hey! Hold up now. He might sense it though. His weird fucking... He probably pulls a fucking Mike Ehrman trail, checks his goddamn car every...
I saw him yesterday at the Lion Estate.
What was he doing there?
Looking for his wife, I'm guessing.
What the fuck is up with Wit? Where is he?
Miss Lyon.
She knows all the players. Maybe even where the bodies are buried. We use her
Maybe.
to flip them.
The son or the ranch foreman?
Maybe. I mean, it's better than whatever the hell they've got, so they do have to go for it.
That's how this works, right? You help me, I help you. And we all help Dorothy. You know, the victim.
They don't seem to be rocking with that. Oh, this guy, please, he better die by the end of this.
What about dinner?
This is an
Cooking or
affair?
Something? Probably.
Okay. Don't burn the house down.
How fucking... Oh, yeah, therapist. Yeah. About to say, it feels like it's fucking 8 o'clock at night. This is an affair. Break all of his shit, Scotty. I don't really know that much about music, but she ain't half bad.
Vivian or his man won't take my call. Out of the office, this girl said. Unreachable.
Unreachable?
Indefinitely.
Roy.
Security saw this?
Yeah. They got a handwriting guy working on it, they said. Seeing if they can trace the author. What's it mean, you think? Not on my watch.
You ain't gonna do shit.
Means the deal's off.
You ain't gonna do shit.
Husband.
Wayne?
No, idiot. The first husband, the sheriff. I didn't give him what he wanted, so this is tit for that.
It's gonna be tit for tat. They're gonna keep going back and forth and back and forth.
Mrs. Lyon. Hey there, Slugger. How are you feeling?
This poor guy. Everyone talks down to him. Like he's lesser than them. But he is lesser.
To steal an election.
Oh, damn. I told you, tit for tat. They're gonna keep going at each other. Until it's gonna Dude. This shit is gonna explode in everyone's face. Very, very surprised. There has been just about 0 important deaths. I'm thinking, there's been no important deaths so far. We gotta have some soon.
Look who I found.
This is what I would have wanted out of Indira. In the first place. Oh, fuck you, kid. Yeah, lie on your mom's behalf. Damn! Forgot about those dogs.
Women who apologize for things that aren't their fault might as well have "welcome mat" written on their faces.
Lorraine is Roy's kryptonite. Well, other than Dot.
What's that?
Dot and Lorraine are a lot more alike than they would think.
And punches and chokeholds.
Well, I'm sure I don't need to see that. People who claim to be victims are the downfall of this country.
Mrs. Lyon, have you ever in your life heard your daughter-in-law say that she was a victim of anything? You may not like it, but sometimes crimes are committed against people. They're victimized, and it's not their fault.
She's spitting. Indira's trying to spit.
This whole sordid mess.
You're saying if a woman is abused and she manages to escape, she should...
Oh, Lorraine might have been... Was she abused?
Basic human contact? God forbid she gets a fresh start. A good man to wash out the taste of the bad.
I don't like your tone.
Tough shit.
Oh, her respect has grown a little bit.
Work for a living and go home to empty houses. Or houses that should be empty but are instead filled with the dirty underpants of our man-child spouses. Your problem is you think that you're rich because you're better than me.
Oh, please.
I am.
Before dawn, making our mark on the world. But you know who you're really in sync with? Dorothy.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know you don't want to see it, but let me tell you what I see. I see a woman who outsmarted 2 kidnappers, killed one of them, and...
Wait, is she gonna try to get her on her side, on her daughter-in-law's side?
I see a woman who doesn't quit, no matter what, who won't be silenced. And unlike you, who never complains. even when her mother-in-law has her committed to a mental hospital.
Hey. She's fucking spitting. But where is Wit?
Come work for me.
Hey, yeah.
What?
You saw the security team. All those dicks.
And they're all incompetent.
Come be window dressing. That's the offer.
No. Come run the security team. Be their boss. I know you need the money. I can help with your debt. Consolidate it.
I mean, Indira probably won't because it, like, morally. But I would do it.
I'm talking about a white-collar job, a white-collar salary, with benefits, running a team of agents traveling the world. I mean, you can't seriously turn that down. Otherwise, you and I are nothing.
You gotta do it. Again, morally, like, probably won't, but if it was me, I would be, yes, please, please, please.
I'm gonna think about it. And in the meantime, think about what I said about Dorothy.
I think she already did. I mean, that's why she...
asking for help. But she needs it.
Dude, she's about to fucking raise hell.
Or the opportunity disappears.
It don't. It won't. That's how it always is. Though. Whenever something gives you that 24-hour thing, or oh, you have this amount of time, they don't really mean it because they really want you. They're trying to bluff.
Danish Graves Redemption Services, in case you forgot. And I have Mrs. Lyon on the phone. For you.
He looks fucking terrible. He is. Roy is about to rip him in half.
Pulling the offer. That $100 million is going to Mesa Prudential. Out in Flagstaff.
It's okay.
It is the full might of the federal government. Reading the shit stains in your underwear like tea leaves.
Mrs. Lyon.
Quiet. A grown-up is talking. I called the SEC chairman personally. 24 federal agents are in your office seizing your books. They've also frozen every personal.
I don't. Do we think so?
So, I hope you didn't give all your walking around money to that stripper. Oh, plus I hear your son is starting his freshman year at Notre Dame.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Whoops. You're late on tuition. So, all that ringing you hear, that's your son on the other line, calling to tell you he's been expelled.
Mrs. Lyon, please.
Oh, please.
She's fucking amazing. I fucking love her.
So congratulations. The sheriff's not gonna kill you. Instead, you're going to live the rest of your days in squalor, surrounded by the dead-eyed
Way worse than death.
children.
Oh my god. Oh my god. She's tortured the poor guy. Holy shit. Oh, that might have been my favorite episode of the season so far. I loved that. I loved that a lot. Specifically, I feel like Lorraine is making a charge. I think she might be my favorite character. Then Dot number 2, and then maybe... I don't know. Because, again, I talk about the same thing every episode this season. Okay, the characters are so good, and I like them so much, but I also, they're so bad, and I hate them, if that makes... You guys know what I mean. They're entertaining, yet fucking terrible human beings. So I think Roy may be number 3, but even then, he's been letting me down so far, I'm going to be honest. Although, well, again, we saw it in this episode, okay? He needs to handle shit on his own. He needs to start doing it, being at the front lines, okay? Because these bums can't handle anything, okay? And it's getting, honestly, like, on purpose. It's like repetitive shittiness from these idiots. So I need Roy to step up. But Lorraine has been fantastic. Those final scenes right there with Indira and on the phone call with Vivian was fantastic. Might be my favorite scene of the entire season, maybe. I love characters like that for some reason. You know, one time, at some point in the channel, I'm going to do like a top 100 characters list. I know that I am a terrible person by just like the characters that I love, and let me tell you what, Lorraine has definitely made it onto my top 200 character list. She is fantastic, I must say. I think the characters have been a strong suit of the season. Indira has really grown into it. I really like her now. Again, I'm going to say my main complaint is Wit. I mean, what is going on with Wit? He is a complete and utter non-factor, and I thought... I don't know. I got the feeling that he would have been more of a main character. I don't know exactly which characters are billed this season. I know that it's considerably less than last season, but more than the other 3 seasons. So, but I thought Wit's actor might have been billed, but I don't know. That's something I'd have to check into. But again, I'm not saying it is like a super big negative. Just more of like out of confusion. Why is Wit not having more of a role this season? But anyway, no Dot, if I'm correct in my thinking here. I don't think we saw Dot at all, did we? No, we saw Scotty, we saw Wayne, we saw everybody but Dot, and I like that. I mean, I think that's something you need to do when you have a limited cast, so to speak, and you, for the first 5 episodes, you really focused on her. Obviously, she's the main character of the season, but like she had a shit ton of screen time. In her absence this episode, we got some Roy, we got a little more Munch than the past couple episodes, and we got a shit ton of Lorraine, and I love that. And we've got a lot more of Indira, and I feel like less Dot, we've got to see Indira grow into a character, which I am now enjoying, which is something that I wouldn't have said for the first couple episodes ago. She felt kind of not bland, but you know, same with Wit. She just felt like she wasn't there enough. So I'm interested to see. Again, same thing. I want more Meyer and Joaquin, and I want more Wit. I feel like those are the 3 characters who I need the most right now. Like out of I'm missing something. So I do really hope that they are a little more prevalent this back half of the season. Dot is about to fuck shit up. Okay. I don't know. So we've got Munch here. Okay, Munch is now again working for Roy. And we're gonna get sort of a Roy. Well, we're in the midst of Roy versus Lorraine here. And then Dot's gonna pop in, and then Munch is gonna pop in, and I don't know. Well, I would assume so, because again, I feel like this season is very similar to a season 1. So I definitely get the feeling that Dot is going to end up on top, if that makes sense. But something that I want to repeat it. I'm pretty sure I said it earlier in the episode. There has been no deaths. There has not been a single important death in this season, which is really surprising. So I feel like we're gonna have a culling pretty soon, if that makes sense. A couple of these guys are gonna have to go. Who that is, I don't know. I don't know. I'll tell you what, though, if there's anyone I want to die, it's fucking Indira's husband, who is the most vile, despicable little baby, little whiny, little stupid pussy baby. Okay? He is, dare I say, he might be, and it's tough, okay? He might be my top 20 most hated characters of all time list already. Like, it's been a visceral reaction against him thus far. He is, oh my god. He is fucking crazy, dude. Whining and complaining like that at the beginning of the episode. Oh my god. I love this. I love this show so much. Now that I've watched 6 full episodes, I'm gonna do some comparing here. Again, obviously, it's not better than seasons 1, 2, or 3. I think that those are 3 of some of the best seasons of TV I've ever watched. But I can safely say that I like this season more than season 4. Not by a shit ton. Like, it's not like a huge difference. But I have really, really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the characters. And it's different than I would have expected. Again, I clocked it very early on. In my opinion, this feels like a return to form in the sense of not quality wise, but like vibes wise. It felt like season 1 since the beginning. And as it's progressed, it feels a little more season 3-ish. I talked about it last episode, last discussion, like an amalgamation of those 2 seasons. Again, I'm getting, Varga vibes from Munch. I'm getting Psy vibes from Danish. But I don't know. I will say, I don't know. I think saying all this might be the least weird season of Fargo. Just trying to think. And obviously, I say that we had like that 500-year, you know what I mean? Like Fargo is just weird in general, but I feel like this is the most semi-normal season, which I like it. It's different. I do like it. I do, and I will say this. As I've said it for the past 4 episodes, I think I desperately need more Munch. Dare I say, I don't know how it will go. I would feel like at least one episode will be Munch versus Dot. Again, my just prediction right now would be that by the end of the season, by the end of the conflict, Munch maybe is allied with Dot or is not going to hurt Dot. But I feel like with Munch's character, they wanted another badass to go up against Dot, but they didn't want it to be right in the beginning of the season, so they sort of put him on the back burner for half the season. Which, hey, you know what I mean? If you're building up to something, I'm not going to be too angry about it. But it's almost like a missed opportunity, if that makes sense. I mean, other characters in his sort of archetype that I've spoken about, season 2 Hanzi. So fucking good at being in that role, that dominator role. And he got the entire season to shine, really. I mean, I feel like there was only like 2 or 3 episodes where he did nothing, and every other episode he was the most badass in the history of badass. So, and then obviously season 1, Lauren Malvo, the GOAT, the absolute GOAT, who pulled some shit literally every single episode. And then season 3, Varga, different in the sense of Fargo wasn't really like the physical dominator, but mentally, you know what I mean? Being steps ahead planning wise was fucking unmatched, unrivaled. And it building up to that final fantastic end scene of season 3. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this plays out. Again, specifically, I'll focus on it one more time. Lorraine has been fantastic these last 2 episodes. I really feel like she has shined and sort of paved her way into being my favorite character. I mean, she is so fucking not evil, but that's sort of the word I use, like vindictive, vile, a bitch of a human. You know what I mean? And I love it. I love seeing her sort of verbally abuse these other people. And poor fucking Vivian, dude, being put right in the middle of everything. I cannot wait to see Lorraine try to rig this election for. I would assume there's two options here. Either Lorraine tries to like plummet Roy's stock, you know what I mean, sort of painting him in a bad light so he won't get elected, losing his job, which I'm sure would fucking kill Roy, or not losing his job, but losing that position that he has, or just trying to get the other one elected. Maybe through funding or anything like that. That is yet to be seen. I would assume it would be sort of trying to throw him under the bus. Well, I figured it out. She's gonna use that evidence she just got. I mean, I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. She's just gonna use the evidence of the fact that he's a fucking piece of shit abuser, and probably spread that shit around. So, which, hey, you get what you fucking deserve if you think you're so man enough to abuse women like that so violently and so. Put it right out in the open. Let everyone know about it. See who votes for you then. Although I will say, I'm putting my prediction down now. My prediction is that Roy will die during the season, or get thrown in. Well, okay. There's two options. He'll either get thrown in jail for abuse, domestic abuse, sort of spearheaded not by Dot but by his current wife, or what my original prediction was. I feel like Roy's gonna die and he's gonna be killed by his wife, who will sort of not throw aside the act, because it's like not like an act out of like trying to hide anything. It's an act out of survival, if that makes sense. She will sort of, she'll see that she doesn't need to put that on when he's really weak, or when she has an opportunity, and maybe she will shoot him in the back of the head or something like that. I would love to see. Again, I feel like when I watch bad shit like this and I talk about it, I think some people sort of don't understand what I mean, or try to make it some like extra big deal when it's not. I am a normal human. I am a good human who doesn't like to see racism or sexism or abuse. So I want Roy to get his comeuppance. Like, it's not. I've seen some people in the comments, typically on like my Sopranos reactions, try to make a big whoop-de-doo out of fucking shit like that, trying to, you know what I mean? I won't go into it more, but Roy is a fucking despicable human. Okay, I want him to be punished. I want him to fucking have the Grim Reaper show up at his doorstep. I want him to be tortured by Munch and Dot and his wife. I want him to suffer. I want him to lose all that is close to him. I would assume, going along with the predictions thing, Gator's probably just going to be thrown in jail. I wonder if he at all is going to have any moments of competency. I mean, maybe like one moment of competency before he makes another mistake, and he pays the piper for it. Something like that would be interesting. Acting-wise, I think that the actors have been phenomenal thus far. Juno Temple, it's my first time watching Juno Temple, and I think she's been fantastic. Jennifer Jason Leigh, who's in one of my all-time favorite movies, The Hateful Eight, she has been absolutely phenomenal. My first time seeing John Hamm. Definitely wants to make me watch Mad Men as soon as possible now. And then Joe Keery. I feel like Joe Keery has been a really fucking good actor this season. He is spectacular, I must say. He does that fucking like, and I talked about it earlier. He's so good at playing an asshole, but not like one of power, one of like self-doubt, and you know what I mean. Someone who's trying to like puff out their chest and make their shadow. You know what I mean, like a blowfish or something like that. Those sort of characters, I feel like Keery is the best at. I think of something like Stranger Things, where he sort of plays that character in the first season, but because he's so good at it, he's becomes so beloved that he immediately becomes a fan favorite for the rest of the show. In this show, I would say he does even a better job than Stranger Things, because he is so deplorable, and this also may be sort of helped by the writing of the show, but he is so fucking deplorable that there's no rooting for him. There's nothing. It's just pure, I hate you and I want you to suffer. I'm excited to see how the rest of the season plays out. I think that's going to be it for me. I've been yapping for a little too long, if I do say so myself. If you guys like the video, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the full-length reaction up on Patreon. And if you guys like the content I put out on the channel, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. I will see you guys next week for the next episode of Fargo.